Today we're gonna make one of Korea's iconic summer noodle dish called KongGukSu. KongGukSu is served chilled in this thick, creamy soybean puree, but I'm gonna show you how to make this using extra firm tofu and few other ingredients, so it is so easy to make, but it is so satisfyingly delicious and so healthy for you. And for my vegan friends, you're gonna love this because you can use this creamy tofu puree as a substitute for mayo to make delicious salads. And you could heat this up and turn it into vegan Alfredo pasta. Oh boy, so good, and yes, you're welcome. 오늘의 레시피, 아주 간단하고 맛있는 콩국수 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list is available in the description box below, as well as the Korean product links that you could conveniently order online if you cannot get to a Korean market. First, we're going to start with making a simple broth for our creamy tofu puree. We need half a tablespoon of coarse sea salt, half teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 crushed garlic clove, cut the root end off and smash it down with your fist like so. And 3 to 4 pieces of the small dried sea kelp called dashima in Korean. Then to this, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of hot water. Then we're gonna cover this with a plastic wrap and let it sit at your room temperature for about good 15 to 20 minutes. To make our creamy tofu puree for our KongGukSu, we need 16 ounces of extra firm tofu. Add it to our blender. Here I have some garbanzo beans, chickpeas. So whenever I use canned beans, I always rinse them in cold water. This is to remove the excess starch. And we need half a cup, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, 1/8 cup of roasted peanuts, and you could also use cashews too, which is great. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, about 3 to 4 dashes of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you could also use black pepper. All right, so it's been a little bit over 15 minutes and it's still warm to touch, and that's okay. The only thing that we're gonna pull out from here is the dashima, sea kelp. You could discard this or just eat it now as a snack. Yeah, it's really good. I always eat it as a snack. I wouldn't throw this away. Then we're gonna take this and pour everything into our blender. Place our lid and we're gonna puree this until it's completely smooth. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, look how creamy that looks. It smells so nutty. Ooh. All right, so let's have a quick taste test, okay? The peanuts and the sesame seeds, and then it's perfectly salty for me, but if you like it slightly saltier, add more salt at this point. Also, some people like this a little bit on the runny side, so in that case, I would add a half a cup of water and puree it again. But I like my KongGukSu to be nice and thick in this delicious sauce. Oh, so good. I'm gonna put the lid on and put it in the fridge and chill this because I like to have this super chilled, but you could have it at room temperature too. Now, for those of you who want to make this ahead of time, this will keep in the fridge for 3 days in an airtight container. For our KongGukSu noodle dish, we are going to use Summer Noodles. Summer Noodles are these extra thin noodles that are so silky and delicious. Alternatively, you could also use soba noodles. Buckwheat noodles, in Korean they're called mayonnaise. Now, if you want to make your own noodles at home, I have a recipe for that. 칼국수 noodles, knife cut noodles, and the recipe will be linked in the description box below. Now, to cook our noodles, bring some water to boil like so, and we're gonna drop our noodles in like that. So I have a couple tips when it comes to cooking your noodles. 1, always cook your noodles when you are ready to eat. You never ever want to cook your noodles ahead of time because after it cooks, you want to eat it within 5 minutes. After that, I don't know, it gets spongy and not that tasty. 2, you always want to use a large pot so that it submerges underwater right away and it doesn't hang over the pot. And then you want to stand over your pot and just move your noodles around like so. Your heat remains at high and we're just going to cook the noodles for about good 3 minutes. All right, so it's been about 3 minutes and I want you to pull out some of the noodles like so. And then I want you to put it in a bowl of cold water and then quickly have a taste. It should taste silky and not soggy or too soft. And we're gonna get the noodles to the sink and cool it down in cold water ASAP. Then quickly spray some cold water on top. Then add it to some cold water. And we just wanna rinse this in cold water maybe 2-3 times until it is cold to touch. This is also to remove the excess starch from our noodles so the noodles taste extra silky and yummy. So be gentle with the noodles. Then lightly toss to remove the excess water. Then you want to pick up your noodles and then gently guide your hand down like this to remove any excess water. Then you twist and turn and you wrap your noodles around like this and then put it in your bowl. Then we're going to pour our creamy tofu mixture. Ooh la la, look how creamy that is. No one's gonna think that this was made with tofu. It's so good, it's hard for me to explain. And you can put as much as you want or as little as you want, like that. Then I'm gonna garnish with some cucumbers. Then I'm gonna add a hard-boiled egg, like that, on top. And just to make it colorful, I'm gonna garnish with some cherry tomatoes, like that. And maybe just a little sprinkling of green onions on top, like that. And just a little bit of sesame seeds, chamge on top. There we have it. So exciting. I love KongGukSu. I grew up eating KongGukSu as a kid. Oh, so good. Now, if you want to check out more summer noodle dishes like naengmyeon, cold noodles in this delicious water broth or in this spicy, addictive sauce, make sure to go to youtube.com/modernpepper and click on the Korean noodles recipe playlist and you can make more cold noodle dishes that you could enjoy during the summer months. Now, when it comes to KongGukSu, what I like to do is first have a spoonful of the creamy tofu puree with like a few pieces of the cucumber and our cherry tomato first. So good. I'm sorry I can't feed you. It's this like chilled, nutty taste and it's also refreshing because of the cucumbers. So healthy for you too. And then you push all the garnish to the side and then you go in with your chopsticks and mix everything up like this. Ooh, I love the sound of the noodles being mixed. It sounds so naughty and in such a delicious way. Look, okay, this is a little too much. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit less. Oh, no, my sir. It's okay to slurp your noodles in Korean cuisine. I can't even speak. It's so good. The noodles just took it to another level with this creamy tofu puree. Oh, you must try this because I feel completely like overwhelmed by how delicious this is. Now, when you have KongGukSu, you must have it with some kimchi. And usually, buchu kimchi or garlic chives kimchi is a must. And last week I made buchu kimchi with cucumber, so it's extra refreshing. And you have it together, it's amazing. Perfection. Together with some garlic chives kimchi and KongGukSu together, oh my goodness. Ooh. Like I said earlier, for my vegan friends and for anyone that loves delicious foods, I take this thick, creamy tofu puree and make it into a salad dressing. I put beans and cucumbers and whatever vegetables, and it's so good together. And for my vegan friends that want to have that Alfredo pasta taste, this is it. The only other item that I would add is nutritional yeast. Sprinkle a lot of it, and then you have it together. Oh, so good. You're welcome. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon. Doing so supports my channel in so many different ways, so I want to thank you in advance and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of these Korean recipe videos you see right here.